Hey everybody, and welcome back to Small Engine Edge. Today I'm going to go over something that you should never do when talking to a customer on the phone. We probably have seen those questions 100 times in the past month, right? My mower won't start, my trimmer won't start, my blower won't start. Whatever it is that won't start, do not give that customer an estimate over the phone without first taking a look at it. It's going to waste your time. It's going to be frustrating for both of you. And some customers just get downright angry when it's not the same price that you quoted over the phone. I'm going to go over how you should handle those things instead to keep you and your customers happy. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons as we go along if you enjoy the content. Most of the phone calls I get about this go something like this. Hey, my mower broke last weekend. I'm not sure what happened. It just stopped running or it wouldn't start. My brother looked at it. He's a mechanic. He replaced the X, Y, and Z. And we still can't figure out why it won't start. What would you charge to fix this? And the first thing that comes to mind is, what are you leaving out? Two, if your brother's a mechanic, why can't he figure it out? And three, why are you asking for a specific estimate before we take a look? And there's a reason for that. Many of these people are just tire kickers or they're price shoppers. They're calling around to see the best price that they can get on someone to take care of this. And usually it goes something like, hey, I won't hold you to it. I just want a general estimate. And what I say is, hey, it could cost $45 or it could cost $200. There's a big range there, and it depends on what the actual issue is that we find. They usually start with saying they've replaced a spark plug or they've checked the fuel or emptied the fuel. So somebody that maybe has half a clue what's going on or maybe knows where partially to look anyway. But that doesn't mean that they're not leaving something out. And that doesn't mean that it has anything to do with what's actually going on with the mower. They usually try to explain fully exactly what happened and give you this long drawn out story about it. And a lot of times it doesn't even cover what the actual cause of it was. It probably died out while they were mowing through thick grass or they hit something and it has a sheared flywheel key. It could be a blown head gasket, a stuck valve. It could be anything. There's multiple causes for certain symptoms on mowers, as we all know. So without taking a look, we have no idea. So if you tell that customer, oh, well, it sounds like it's a carb issue. If that's all it is, if we just need to clean the carb, it's going to be $45. They don't hear if. They don't hear that word that you put in there. All they hear is, oh, he's going to fix it for $45. Let's bring it down. Or whatever the case is. What you need to do is you need to let them know what your estimate or your bench fee is. Or if you do free estimates, that's fine too. But let them know that. But we currently have a $45 minimum charge no matter what for a repair. But if you tell them if it's just doing that, it's going to be $45 and you're not more specific, that's all they're going to hear is that dollar amount. And it doesn't matter if you've got to replace the carb or rebuild it completely or replace the flywheel key or do a bunch of work to it. All they're hearing is that price that you gave them because you weren't more specific. So you've got to really tell them, and I don't like to give specifics at all. I give them a huge range. Hey, $45 to $200, that's a huge range, but it depends on what's going on. And it's not fair for me. It's not fair for you if I try to quote you a price because I really have no idea. I'm just taking a shot in the dark at that point. There's so many different things that can contribute to the symptoms you're giving me. And it doesn't matter what the symptom is that they're giving you. A lot of times they leave something out, that or they're just trying to get a good price on it and shopping around, or they have absolutely no clue what happened. It could have been their son or their brother or somebody else mowing, so they really don't know. Do not give those quotes because those will come back to bite you. It's going to be that customer arguing with you when you call them and tell them what the price is going to be because they've already got in their mind you're only going to charge them $45. The same thing goes with simple repairs. I had one here yesterday. He called and I talked to him, and he's somebody who's been a customer for a long time, but he says, hey, I just got this trimmer. What's it going to be to replace the pull cord? And I'm like, well, it's going to be the cost of the pull cord. And then normally it's about $45, but it depends on how difficult it is. And sometimes it's even a little bit less than that. Well, this was one, you had to pull the whole thing apart like some of these trimmers. It takes forever. I mean, probably took him half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it is, but it's more than a $35 or $45 repair. It's more than that cost. So he was upset when we called back and told him it was going to be $55 plus well, you quoted me. And yes, I did. I broke my own rule right there. And it's hard to do that sometimes. You think, hey, this is a customer I've been dealing with for years. They're not going to be too picky about $10 here or there, but that's not true. It just gets frustrating for everybody. So I knocked the extra $10 off. That was my fault. I should have never quoted him that without taking a look at it, or I should have said, hey, from $35 to $85, because you don't know without looking at it. Most trimmers, it's super simple, right? 3 bolts out, you've got it done in 10 minutes. Many other ones, it takes a lot more time than that. So really, without looking at the piece of equipment or getting a lot of information on the scope of work, you're not going to know exactly what you should be charging without taking a look at that. And if you have a bench fee, sometimes that does make people a little bit less likely to bring it in if you're not giving them a quote, but explaining it to them well kind of builds that trust. And it goes from them cold calling you to them saying, okay, this is someone I can trust. He explained it well, and I know exactly what I can expect when I bring it in there. So don't just not explain it. It's not about secrecy. It's not about, hey, I'm hiding my pricing structure, but it is all about being transparent with the customer that you don't really know until you get that piece of equipment in there. Those symptoms can be so many different things, especially when you run into bigger pieces of equipment like riding mowers and different pieces of equipment that may have other issues that can contribute. Log splitters is a big one because the hydraulics can contribute to a no-start issue also. It doesn't just have to be an engine issue. Be very careful when quoting those things over the phone. Otherwise, it will come back to bite you like it did for me. Be upfront, be firm, make sure that they really understand exactly what you're saying when you're doing these things. Got to make sure you communicate well with them exactly what's going on. Otherwise, that quote will become something that is a problem. So whether they're telling you, hey, I won't hold you to it, they're going to hold you to that once it comes time to pay the bill. And that causes animosity, it causes angry customers, and it causes frustration and time from you that is better spent somewhere else. Hopefully this has helped you out, and all of the videos do as we go along. Stay tuned for all the content upcoming for when we start the new business and when we go through that full process coming up. Whether you're established or whether you're a guy out of his garage, hopefully these things and these tips and stuff that I've learned over the years and continue to learn will help you out, as opposed to you having to learn it yourself and get costed that money instead of me. I've learned it the hard way, and trust me, it has cost me a lot of money, so hopefully these will help you out. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.